When most people hear the word bacteria, they think of illness or contamination. But bacteria are not our enemies and are actually great allies. Today, I'll explain how microbes went from being seen as villains to actually being heroes for our health, environment, and life itself. Bacteria are found in the air, water, soil, and even inside our bodies. Every surface we touch contains countless microscopic organisms. These microbes have existed for over 3.5 billion years. A common misconception is that all bacteria are harmful. This myth comes from the way we often see bacteria represented in scary commercials, news stories about outbreaks, or sterilization campaigns promising to kill 99.9% of germs. This fear of bacteria has roots in the early 20th century, when germ theory was new and diseases like tuberculosis and cholera were devastating communities. Over time, the word bacteria became synonymous with disease, reinforced by media and marketing focused on cleanliness and hygiene. However, science tells a more balanced story that is supported by decades of microbiological research. Most microbes do not cause disease. In fact, many play essential roles in maintaining balance within the body and environment. Together, these communities of bacteria form microbiomes, complex ecosystems living in humans, animals, and environments. The human microbiome is one of the most studied examples. Probiotics are live microbes that support our health when taken in the right amounts. In nature, bacteria also help plants grow through nitrogen fixation, turning atmospheric nitrogen into usable nutrients for soil. But antibiotics can disrupt this balance, causing dysbiosis, a loss of beneficial microbes and diversity. Not all bacteria are bad. Good bacteria, like lactobacillus, help with digestion, while rhizobium supports plant growth, and non pathogenic E. coli live harmlessly in our gut. On the other hand, harmful types like Salmonella and certain E. coli strains can cause disease. There are three key areas where beneficial bacteria are important: digestion, the immune system, and the environment. Gut bacteria help digest complex carbohydrates, produce nutrients for colon cells, and support our immune system by blocking harmful microbes. Research from lab studies and human microbiome surveys showed just how important these beneficial microbes are for our digestion and overall health. Some bacteria, like lactobacillus, make helpful compounds, interact with gut cells, and can change gut microbe balance, as shown in lab studies, animal research, and clinical trials. In 2012, the Human Microbiome Project estimated that our bodies contain over 100 trillion bacterial cells, outnumbering our own human cells. Many of these microbes are essential for health, and studies show that probiotics, or live beneficial bacteria, can improve digestion and strengthen the immune system. Early exposure to microbes helps our immune system develop. Too much sanitization or misuse of antibiotics can reduce microbial diversity, increasing risk for allergies or autoimmune conditions, especially in children. Systematic reviews show that exposure to antibiotics can change the gut microbial community and may be linked to negative health effects. In the environment, bacteria decompose organic matter and recycle nutrients, supporting plant growth and sustaining ecosystems. Research shows that processes like nitrogen fixation, phosphate solubilization, and siderophore production are key ways soil bacteria benefit ecosystems. Soil and agricultural studies illustrate real world benefits like improved plant growth, which provides concrete examples that bacteria can be beneficial for an ecosystem. Misunderstanding bacteria can have serious consequences. Overusing antibiotics can kill beneficial microbes and fuel antibiotic resistance. Overprescription and self medication create public health risks, while widespread antibacterial chemicals can harm environmental microbial communities. Communities with limited access to accurate information may be more vulnerable to fear based messaging, worsening health disparities. Overall, most bacteria are helpful, not harmful. Misconceptions often come from history and media rather than science. Over sanitization and antibiotic misuse can harm beneficial microbes. Research clearly shows that bacteria are essential for human health, ecosystems, and plant growth. Remember, bacteria are not the enemy. Most are essential for our health, our environment, and life on Earth. While some can cause disease, many more keep us alive. The key is balance and understanding, not fear. This presentation is backed by peer-reviewed research, studies on probiotics and immunity, and recent papers on antibiotic resistance and how microbes interact in the environment.